in England, the Secretary for Health, Public Health, had that free time gallivanting in one of his concubines. The media took it up, and he's no longer the Foreign Secretary for Health. So how is it then? Every Jamaican must sit down, right? Sit down. Stay in a house like cat and mouse and rabbit. And Floyd Green, Andrew Ballamy, Chow, Gabriel Hilton, Richie Hamilton, and the other cronies who are there, all loyalists to Andrew Holness. They are all minions to Andrew Holness. This is the kind of Jamaica we're talking about. A Jamaica for the rich and a Jamaica for the poor. Paula Llewellyn, is there any truth that one of the reasons why you cannot give sound judgment? Is it any truth that you undermine your former boss? And is the same thing I reach you now?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we've never had any problem with her credibility.
Oh, where? Everything Paula Llewellyn talk about. Most, look on the Vibes Cartel case. Look on the case right now with what the name? The case, Roger.
Prosecution faced a very hard task, given the Jamaican culture as it relates to
Boris Johnson is also,
when it comes down to the prosecution side of things, you're under-resourced.
Yeah, under-resourced. So you're saying, so because Paula Llewellyn is under-resourced, she could not charge Floyd Green?
This is not the particular case. I'm saying where you may speak to her inefficiency.
Her inefficiency is because them say karma is a what? And it is said in the legal world that one of the reasons why Paula Llewellyn is doing so poorly is because
absolutely not poorly.
Oh well, in the legal world,
to the extent that she was given an extension of contract.
Yeah, because it speaks to the ability to keep Brogard in power.
Absolutely not. It's about hard work and
what hard work? Paula Llewellyn is a sad excuse for a DPP. A sad excuse. How you fi charge man we dead? How she fi charge man we dead? How she fi charge Kevin Smith we dead? She is an inept public defender.
As she rightly pointed out, it's the case hinges on a video that may have been manipulated.
So question. The young man when Steve McGregor did fine. This young man that Steve McGregor did fine. His video never get that time manipulated.
He uploaded it himself.
Yeah. So who uploaded it? The same labor right them put it in a them WhatsApp group.
We are unsure.
Me can tell you this. For a fact. And the same labor right them put a video in them WhatsApp group. And me can't say it. Make them come sue me this morning. Make them come sue me. The labor right them put it out. And I can tell you.
If new evidence arises, they can pursue it.
So Paula Llewellyn, hear the new evidence.
Well done,
hear the new evidence. Hear the new evidence.
Let's move on.
Hear the new evidence, Roger.
Yes.
Here's the new evidence. Andre Stevens. Got the video from a member of the Labour Party. If she wants to know who'd give it today, she called me.
Or you should have done the right thing as a citizen of this country and make the relevant reports. You did not.
No, I don't need to make the report because you see this system is from uptown and downtown. And Roger, I'm going to say this. It is a very vulgar slap in the face of every ordinary Jamaican who observe. You know the truth is.
Jamaicans don't observe.
Nobody never observed my granny observed it. Your mother observed it. Your mother observed the curfew. Most of us Jamaicans observe the curfew. The few unruly ones is because them can't get no food for them and them have to hustle. So the dance and the informal sector is their way of life. Floyd Green will keep him concubine. It is alleged his concubine Gabriel Hilton birthday party. It is wrong. They could have kept it.
Absolutely no truth to that. She is an employer.
It is alleged that she's his concubine.
Right. There are many allegations all around. You would have suffered your own allegation.
Yeah, man.
Let's not do that because if we don't have proof, let's not make.
Me just say allegations. A years. She and Floyd Green mushy and tighty.
Friendship is.
So I'm gonna ask them, and then now the bro God got take him up, put him in the kitchen cabinet up at Jamaica house. All of the send up boy them him I send out boy number 1, send out boy number 2. Yes, number 2 is Nestor Morgan, and send out boy number 3 is Matthew Samuda. All send out boys.
All of those seem to have been ministers, junior ministers,
who have been inadequate. Delivered what? What have they delivered?
Very visible.
Visible without substance. Visible without what kind of substance? You tell me what kind of substance Nestor Morgan bring on the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. You tell me what kind of substance Matthew Samuda bring to the Ministry of National Security. When we in the last 2 years, 2 terms, the amount of murders that has committed, you don't think Afghan or Boko Haram with it. You tell me what Floyd Green do for Ministry of Agriculture, apart from media campaign, nobody new face of agriculture, and talk about no movement. You show me, and them 5 things good with them do, Roger.
It's right there. You just
where? No, I want you to tell Jamaica the 5 things. I know if I have to go dig it up. All right.
We know the nature of government and how government communication works. Political communication. It's only excellent during politics.
But I'm going to ask you this, Roger. Roger.
So it is what it is. We have to.
I'm going to ask you this. Out of all Andre Stevens has been doing for the few weeks and months, which minister of government has ever fed a homeless person? I call a very powerful minister of government this weekend, and I asked him, you have the scoffers to spend the government resources. Can you donate 2 bags of chicken? And you know what the response was? I don't know you and I don't trust you, so you can't. Here's what. People hungry. And you have the privilege of giving monies to Jamaica. Just to sponsor, you're tell me, say, I saw the relationship bad with the government and the commerce industry, that him couldn't call down a Best Dress or CB and say, can you drop 2 bags of chicken at Premier Kitchen?
I think they're more interested from a policy point of view.
What policy point of view?
Infrastructure point of view. I think they're more working along this whole issue of providing homes and...
homes for $27 million.
So they're more working at that.
Homes for $27 million. There is actually 1,600 homeless people in Kingston.
And probably that is
captured.
Maybe more out there.
That is just Kingston alone. Remember, somebody reach a Montego Bay. So, Roger, if I am feeding these people and I ask for some support,
we support the idea that you're doing that.
Yeah, and
it's beautiful.
I'm gonna say to you, thanks for always, giving me that kind of motivation when you know I'm down, and when you know me did really lack where you have been there for me, Roger. Keep being the mentor you are to me. But the truth is, Roger, when we look on the roads, yesterday, I never had a lot of money to cook for them. So what I had to do with the little 10,000 more I had to buy 2 cases of the golden crackers, the birdie crackers, and give them water and a juice. Yeah. I couldn't cook real food because chicken has moved from $270 per pound to $330 to $350 per pound.
That is a travesty.
That is a travesty, Roger. And what we find now is food security is a major thing. And what I am saying to Andrew Holness, are we teaching our Jamaicans to eat more callaloo, okras, pap choys? Are we teaching them how to take a lot of chickens from their...
But pap choy is not cheap.
Yeah, but if they grow it themselves, eat what we grow. And that is why I respect Bruce Golding, because like him, he was a visionary. What I think that Bruce Golding has spoken so eruditely and eloquent about is the need for championing food security. Food security crisis has been around from the years of 2007. And we're now in the year 2022, Roger. And we're not planting enough yams to supply our people. We're not planting enough sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes are good antioxidant.
So right now, what we have is the high cost of land. So we can't expect people to do anything.
Yeah, but what I am saying is land reform that Peter Phillips spoke about under the LAMP program. You see why I'm saying Jamaica needs a new Jamaica? Because Peter Phillips has done so many good conversations and policy directives. But because he's on the other side of the aisle, come on, Jamaica. Roger, you are there and you have disagreements and I have disagreements. And many times we don't say eye to eye. But what we do agree is that we need a better Jamaica. And if we need a better Jamaica, and Peter Phillips is saying, let us reform lands and give back lands to the Jamaican people. Michelle Charles, it is alleged I take with the people them land at St. Thomas. It wrong.
Actually, as he said, alleged.
It is alleged. But me go say this to you. A lot of these politicians, do not give people the land. They lease it to them, and then when time come on, Roger, the people Jamaica deserve.
I agree with you.
Wow, Jesus, what a thing.
I do agree that it's a problem.
It's a problem with land reform and land.
It's up to every citizen to make that kind of agitation to government. That as citizens of a country, we have to fight so hard to get access to land. It's sad.
It's wrong. And then you know the funny thing.
How can you be born in a country and you're landless?
And you know the funny thing.
Swathes of state land that politicians are gifting out to people.
I'm going to say to you, the state lands of the Maroons that is alleged that Bangale developers want to do is Chinese interest. It's Chinese interest. And when Digicel can call me to tell me move out of a location.
Well, we're not going to use you.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying when a telecoms communications group can see that times are hard and difficult. A man's restaurant has moved from 200,000 to 50,000 per day. He's asked to pay 3,300 US plus 250,000 for maintenance plus utilities. That's near $1 million each month. In COVID, there's no traffic in the space. And what I am saying,
you'll exist on a prime real estate.
Yeah, but the real estate is not carrying in any capital, Ricardo. So if it is carrying in no capital, the conversation with you and your landlord or the leaser and the leasee should be, let us find creative ways to keep the things going.
A significant point. The government has not given anything, Ricardo. Welcome. Has not given away much in terms of COVID
grants.
For example, those $10,000 is an insult to people because
and once per year.